next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Leading the Saints, that is head coach Kellen Moore. His guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in week 2. Leading the opposite sideline, Ravens head coach Jesse Mittner. His guys were winners in week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you up here in the booth, and we have got safety Justin Reed handling our opening kick. And we're underway from the bank. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in year 9. No surprises here, partner. It is the 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson.
One thing that's pretty cool is I actually got to call Lamar's very first game as a starter at Louisville versus Florida State, and from the first snap, Kate, you just saw a speed different than anybody else I'd ever seen play the position. He may not be as fast as he was then in college, but he still is electric, and man, can he make plays that very few others can.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. Defense gets there after a gain of 5, and that is good for a Baltimore first down.
He didn't have to handle the usual workload the player his stature gets. He didn't get as many touches. And usually players of that ilk, they have the success a week ago from a yards per carry. They want more, and he should get more.
Lamar off the play fake. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And out he goes after picking up 24 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down. Quick throw to Hill on the RPO. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Justin Reed with the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On 2nd down, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Run drawn up here for Lamar. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Looking at 3rd down here after that last completion went backwards. Now Jackson. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews. That is 60-60 for his NFL career. Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, well, they go on to make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start it.
Look at you dropping knowledge. Point after by Loop is up and good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. He lost the football. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like another one of the members of the return team was there, able to dive on it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. Bringing them out, the Rookie of the Year runner-up from last season, here is Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit, but Tyler's got a lot of it.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Here's Travis Achan on the ground. And some nice running there, gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
It takes a lot of things going the wrong way for your team to lose when you got a 100-yard rusher. But unfortunately, that was the story a week ago, and he's trying to rewrite that script.
Shuck on 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And so far they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now here's Lamar. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down. Lamar back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Henry. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or two shy of that line to gain. That brings up 4th and a yard. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Let's start this drive with Achan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Throwing on 2nd. Shuck. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. Travis Jones. His first this season after he had 5 last year. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down. To throw, Shuck. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Running with Achan here out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. Here's Shuck on 2nd down. Connection is made to Travis Achan. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now motion him out of the backfield. Shuck looking to pass here. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. That is Nate Wiggins. And that sends him back into a 4th and 11.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Hill now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Lamar. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Now it's Lamar. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And this is going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, it looks like he got it. Good awareness after the catch to see where he needed to get, and he got just enough daylight to get it there.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
It's Henry on the counter. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Henry. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
Down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running once more with Henry. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense some better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Here comes the Saints offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Finds his back, Achan. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it, 2nd and 4. They go play action. It's Shuck. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down. Now Shuck to throw. It's complete. This is Olave. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 43. Shuck's going to throw here. That's caught right side by Tyson. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans.
Off the play action, Shuck. Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw, Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get him pretty close to that marker. Call that a gain of about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd and short.
And it's 3rd down.
They bring Olave in motion. 3rd down run from Achan. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On a keeper, here's Shuck. And he gets home. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it?
I'd imagine alongside all the team goals and mission statements for the year, Kate, he had this one written down. Score a touchdown. Unable to do so in his first season, and he did right there.
Charlie Smith on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. We'll pause here. There's someone injured after that play, and yeah, it's their tight end, Mark Andrews. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. RPO here, quick throw, grab by Flowers. And give him the first down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Jackson throwing here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. Got a nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So gives them a little room, exactly what they needed.
They get in there for the stop, but give them about 9 on the play. And it's going to be first down, New Orleans.
First down, Saints.
They pitch it to Achane. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Over the middle and complete to Olave. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. Nnamdi Madubuike matching last week's effort with that sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. It's on target to Johnson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up
He's got a man in motion.
at the 25-yard line.
2nd down, here's Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19. Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Shuck. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long. 13 to go. Now Charlie Smith will try to knock this through for the Saints. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Smith able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill, who dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Shoves him off. Andrews has it, work in the middle. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is good for a Baltimore 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Henry. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Was brought down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A loss of 1.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar back to throw. He's under pressure and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Shuck to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. Hit some space around midfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Chan, a first down carry. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. To throw, Shuck. And good luck hanging on through that contact. The hit knocked it free, and that forces fourth down. Now Charlie Smith will try to knock this through for the Saints. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this is no good from this distance. Issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And they are unable to double their lead.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Henry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Here's Henry again. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Here's Jackson to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lamar. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down. Loop knocks it through. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. On play action, here's Shuck. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. On play action now, Shuck. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. And dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
2nd down carry for Achan. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling.
And down he goes. The defense got to him right around the 26. Trey Hendrickson. And that's going to bring up 4th and 15. Smith able to put it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Jackson keeping it himself. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throw here, 3rd down. Trying to get back, but he's not going to return to the line. He's taken down. And they come through to force a 4th and 11. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They motion the tight end over. Achan gets this on the draw. Escapes a defender. Dancing past him. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that is going to be 1st down Saints.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
They run the counter to Achan. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Chuck's going to throw here. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now Shuck to throw. Connects with Johnson. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Here's Shuck on second. He finds Fant. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Third and long for him here. A throw left side finds Johnson. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that is going to give the Saints a first down.
First down, Saints.
Achane running right. Room to the right. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play action, Chuck. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw, Chuck. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Roquan Smith. And they're driven even further from the end zone on that play. A loss of 6. It's now third and goal. Looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Yeah, you can tell he is pretty tired of taking hits in this one. So rather than endure another one, he just throws that one away.
Captain Obvious will tell you, yep, they got to do a whole lot better job of protecting, because if you don't protect the quarterback in this level, at this league, yeah, you won't produce.
Smith able to put it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Out of the gun, a give to Hill. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Henry on second. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Keep Werner on the stop. A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Still going past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Henry, and he gets in. Touchdown! They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brown with a return here. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Shuck finds his back. Achan. And it looks like he picks up around 3 before this takes him out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Fourth quarter, Brock, going to start here with a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Shuck. Holt's got it right side. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New Orleans.
One of the tight ends in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Off the play fake. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Shuck looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Complete to Noah.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Shuck. And the rush is going to win this rep. They get to him. And now it is 4th and 17. So out now comes the punter. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. This is Henry to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a give for Henry. Blast through midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lamar off the play fake. Finds a man right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. 5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. It's Henry on the counter. And tackled just in time to prevent that first down. That brings up 4th and maybe a yard.
You know I like that call, Kate. I kind of like these runs on 3rd downs and what may be predictable passing situations, but a gain like that now opens that playbook for a 4th down decision.
And he's got the first down. It's a pickup of 5. That's going to keep their offense out there. New set of downs for him from the 31. Looking to throw, Jackson. Sends this to the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 31 out.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Here's Luke for the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Saints 16.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
For Baltimore.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Saints take over.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First call here coming from the shotgun. Let's start this drive with Achane. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 23-yard
Motion the slot man right. Here's Shuck on second down. That's caught right side by Tyson. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
3rd and long, they're gonna throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down. Punting unit out now. They could really use a good one here. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
Ravens take over.
The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Series gonna open with a keeper left. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
He was brought
Now,
down
nothing
by
doing on the
David
last
Ellis.
run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
The ball carrier. Cameron Jordan made the tackle. It's a loss
They
of
completed the
a yard.
pass, but they lost one on 2nd down, so now they've got 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they're able to get to him before he becomes a real threat for that first down. Damage is limited to 7. It is 4th down.
Of 7.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today.
For Baltimore.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
Saints take over.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. He's going to get this one to Tyson. And he turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
Jordan Tyson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
On play action, here's Shuck. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Putting the tight end in motion.
7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throw is caught on the outside by Johnson. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
To Javon Johnson.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Throwing on second, Jackson. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. Now, this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hill now from the gun. All right, so there's the stop they needed, Brock. Got him behind the line, and their offense should get another chance with the football here. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens leading by 8. Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Jukes away from one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Here comes the Saints offense. And as they get set, Carter, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And out of bounds he goes after picking up close to 8 yards there. So 2nd and short coming up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
They send the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down. Now to throw. Has his man. It's Polk. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
40 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here he is to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw.
At the Ravens 17-yard line.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down. And 3 yards.
Throwing now. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Ravens in victory formation and content to just need this one out. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.